Hey guys, it's Andrew. I'm just going to do a quick review and a tour of my dead-on Carpenter's rig. First off the bat, I don't like it. It doesn't have a speed square pocket, so my speed square falls out all the time. Every time I lean over for anything, it just pops out, falls on the ground. Also the belt, terrible. It's just a nylon belt. It's really thick and wide, but it just doesn't stay on. I can't get it tight enough. The adjustments don't hold if I try and cinch it up real tight, so it slides down a lot. Just uncomfortable. It doesn't work very well. And then another thing is the tape holders on my left hand side, and if you're right-handed, you're not going to grab it with your left hand. You're always going to reach for your tape measure with your right hand, and it's on the left, so it just takes an extra step, and over the course of the day it'll really start to slow you down. So I just don't like it. I don't recommend it. I'm waiting to get an Occidental leather one. Heard they're great. It's what I do for a living. I'm a contractor, work with my brother. That's just me and him, so we need to be really efficient. And, little things like that, the tool belt will slow you down through the course of the day. It's just not worth it to have. They're $70, and Occidental is probably close to $300, but the time savings you'll make up will pay for itself really, really quick. So, like I said, I don't recommend it. Don't like it at all. I can't wait to get my next one, and when I get that, I'll do a repack of my bag into that one, and then I'll do a new review on that one also. So hopefully it'll be soon, so we can get up another video on that and let you guys know what I think about it. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. So to start off, I got the Hart 21-ounce framing hammer. You can see it's pretty beat up. Drywall compound on it. There's concrete. There's thin set. It's pretty long. It's pretty heavy. I don't particularly hate it or love it. It's a good hammer. It's sturdy. It's got the straight claw. It has a side nail puller, and it's got the magnetic nail starter. And it was a dimpled face, but as you can see, it's pretty smooth now. I use it for pretty much everything. So I'm not shy banging it on stuff, using it to chip things with, which I shouldn't, but it's a hammer, so it's what I do. And here's my Hart nail puller. This thing is actually really cool. I like it a lot. It's got the dimpler, it's got the cat's paw on both ends, and then it has the side little nail puller. It's really heavy, and it's got a great grip on it. It's got these, finger holds, I guess you would call them, both sides. It's just really good. I've never had a problem with it. Haven't had it too long, but so far it's just awesome. This is my Klein. This is an 11-in-1 screwdriver set. I usually just keep it just like this. It just has the Phillips on one side and the regular on the other. The 11-in-1 part is, there's a bit on each side of this. There's this little 1/4-inch driver, I guess you'd call it, for a nut setter. Then you can flip it and do the other side, the same thing. These are a little bit bigger heads, bigger nut setter, little smaller nut setter. So you stuff that in like that, and then this whole thing comes out and flips again. And you have square bits, a number 2, I guess you'd call it a number 1, another nut setter here, and then this side is little Torx bits. I'm assuming that's a 10 and then probably like a 15. I rarely use this side unless we're using the Torx framing screws and I just need to set one in real quick and I don't have the drill handy, but don't really use it too much. So this side kind of just stays in the handle. It's pretty much this side, and I keep one side the Phillips and the other side the flat. So if I need them, they're just a quick change away, but I always have this in the bag. Really handy to have. Always can use a screwdriver. These are Southwire wire strippers. I use these a lot when we're doing just small electrical stuff. We're not electricians, so we can't do anything major, but we'll change out switches, we'll change out outlets, light fixtures, we'll install those. So these are good to have. They're labeled. It'll go 20 gauge on the stranded, 18 on the solid, and 10 and 12 on the respective side. But really smooth. They have the spring clips, so they're, they'll spring back on you. But they're really sharp. They got the little gripper there, crimper. Don't really use them for that, mostly just wire stripping, but they're pretty awesome. I like them a lot. Something else in here. Got a little red line flashlight with a magnetic base. As you can see, it got some screws in there that it's grabbing on. This is an old one. It's kind of broken, but it works. Just keep it in there in case I'm in a dark spot and we need to just quick light. If not, I'll use my iPhone and do it that way. Here's some Klein needle nose. I think these are the Journeyman model with this overmolded handle. You can see I got paint on them and they're a little rusted. I got to clean them up a little bit better, but great pliers. Klein. Anytime I can buy Klein, I try to. They're just awesome. They never break. They're just heavy, good tools. So then over here, I just have my, regular old Carpenter pencils. That's the right side bag. The left over here, there's my Klein screwdriver again. This is a Klein, I call it a speeder screwdriver. I don't really know what they're called. I'm missing the bits for them, but it's just a Phillips and then a regular. You flip them around in there for putting in outlet boxes. The really long screws that don't take a lot of torque or anything, you can really put them in fast with these. So they're awesome for like installing a ceiling fan when you have those really long bolts and you can get them in there. And then once you get them snug, then you use your regular screwdriver, because I remember it said on the package for this not to put a lot of torque on it. So I try not to, but like anybody else, do you ever really follow the directions? This is a Southwire non-contact voltage meter. It came with those wire strippers that I showed you earlier. Working in a little box, you can just touch the wires or even get it close and it'll light up and tell you if it's live or not. And then this one has a little flashlight on the end too, so always good to have a light around just in case. My speed square. This thing, probably one of the most used tools in the bag. This is an actual Swanson speed square, so it's the original one. It's got the marks so you can scribe lines on things. You can use it as a protractor, or just if you need to make a quick cut, measure your cut, mark a line, and then pull the whole line so you can cut it with the circular saw. Excuse me. Here's the tape measure. I have the Stanley Power Lock 25. I call it the Stanley Classic. This is probably one of my favorite tape measures. This is one that I always grab. It's not really an expensive tape measure or has anything fancy or rubber handles, rubber covers or anything. It's just basic tape measure, but it works. You don't have problems, and you can see I use it on the roof. It's got tar, it has thin set, it's got everything on there. It's all over the place, but this is the one that I used to carry, and they're like $10. So if I break it, it's no big deal. Little torpedo level. This one has the level line, and then if you need to plumb something, it has that one. And then if you want to do a 45, you do that. So just simple little, level. It's got the top view, so if you're standing up and you need to level something on the ground or on the sawhorse or something, it's there too. So always good to have a level. Got my little chalk box. This is like a DeWalt. I call it the little mini chalk box. It's really, really small. It's got the 3-to-1 ratio, so it really rewinds fast. I put blue chalk in it, so it's not so permanent. Other than that, chalk box, nothing really crazy about it. I don't think I have anything else. I have a little paint can opener, and I'm missing my utility knife, but the one I have is a Stanley. It's not the Fat Max model, but it's the one right below the Fat Max, so it's nothing crazy. It's got the quick change blades on it. There's blade storage in the handle. It's just standard knife, but it's awesome with that quick change blade, so you don't have to unscrew anything to get to the blades. And then I also carry a couple of nail sets. This one's a pretty big one, so I can use it to center screws or set nails, what it's for, punch. I always keep that with me. And then I also have another little tape measure. This is just a little Camelon, I think they call them, or I call them a chameleon. But it's a little 12-footer that I use just when we're doing like roofs with, so I don't have to carry the big one. And I just kind of go light I'll carry this, a knife, and a pencil, and I'll be good to go. Self-locking blade, so when I pull it out, it'll stay until you hit the release button, and then it'll go back in. But that's what I carry on the everyday thing, so if there's anything else you guys want to see, just let me know. Alright guys, well thanks again for watching. Hopefully you will subscribe, comment, like the videos. I'm going to try and really start uploading a ton of videos of our job sites, all the work we do, just little tips and tricks, things we do. We'll do a really cool trailer review, trailer tour pretty soon here. It's all inspired by Ron Polk's trailer. Pretty much a full build out and everything, so we'll do that, show you the trucks, and like I said, just take you on a tour of all the jobs. So hopefully you like these videos, and like I said, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.